Have you ever checked your pocket change and thought, nah, it's just a penny? Well, think again. Because one ordinary-looking 1995 Lincoln 1-cent coin could secretly be worth a jaw-dropping $5.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny in circulation that can make you rich overnight. So before you spend that copper-colored coin, stick around, because this video might just change the way you look at pennies forever. The 1995 Lincoln penny might seem like just another piece of change from the 90s. But hidden among billions of ordinary coins are a few rare varieties and minting errors that collectors dream about. And today, we're going deep into the history, rarity, mint errors, and current market value that turned this humble cent into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Let's go back to 1995, a time before smartphones, before social media, and before anyone imagined that a simple penny could be worth millions. This was the final year of a full decade where the U.S. Mint was producing billions of Lincoln Memorial cents, each weighing 2.5 grams**, made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating. On the obverse, or heads, side, you have President Abraham Lincoln's profile, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design first introduced in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, representing unity, freedom, and the American dream. In 1995 alone, the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced billions of these coins. But among those countless pennies, something unexpected happened. Some of the 1995 Lincoln pennies left the mint with a rare and dramatic mistake. The 1995 double die obverse. This is where the coin's design elements, especially the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust, appear double due to a mechanical misalignment during the minting process. To the naked eye, it looks like the letters are shadowed or slightly duplicated. But to collectors, this isn't a flaw, it's a golden ticket. When word of this error got out, it shocked the coin collecting community. People started going through their pocket change, banks, and jars full of pennies, hoping to spot the doubled letters that could make them rich. So how do you know if your 1995 penny is one of those valuable ones? Look closely, and I mean really closely, at the word Liberty on the front. If the letters look doubled or thicker than usual, that's your first big clue. Next, check In God We Trust and 1995. If you see a clear doubling effect, congratulations. You might be holding a treasure in your hand. Collectors also look for other ultra-rare mint mistakes like off-center strikes, die cracks, or planchet errors, which can raise the value sky high. Now, here's where things get unbelievable. A pristine 1995 Lincoln double die obverse penny, graded MS69 read by professional coin graders like PCGS or NGC, has sold for over $5.8 million at a private auction. Even circulated examples can fetch hundreds or thousands, depending on their condition. But when you find one in near perfect mint state, brilliant luster, sharp details, and full red color, that's where the price explodes. And yes, these coins still show up in circulation today, in pocket change, old jars, and even in coin rolls from banks. That's why collectors say, asterisk, every penny counts. Asterisk. So why does this coin keep increasing in value? It's all about scarcity, demand, and story. The 1995 double die Lincoln penny isn't just a rare error, it's a symbol of how small mistakes can become massive treasures. As more collectors enter the hobby and fewer uncirculated examples remain, the demand skyrockets. Investors and numismatists see these coins as a hedge against inflation, a historical artifact, and a symbol of luck and prosperity. Here's what you should do tonight. Grab your change jar, dump out your pennies, and start looking for the 1995 coin. You don't need fancy tools, just a magnifying glass or even your phone's camera zoom. Check each one carefully. You never know when you'll stumble upon the next $1 million penny. It's like a treasure hunt hidden in plain sight. And remember, not all 1995 pennies are the same. Some come from Denver, marked with AD. Others from Philadelphia, no mint mark, and a few have unique striking differences that can boost their value even more. If you think you've found something valuable, don't rush to sell it right away. First, get it professionally graded by trusted services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. A certified grade can multiply the price several times over. Once graded, you can list your coin at major auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or even online marketplaces like eBay, where serious collectors are willing to pay life-changing amounts for the right coin. One collector in the U.S. reportedly discovered a 1995 Lincoln penny in a roll of change purchased from a local bank. After inspection, it turned out to be a rare double-die obverse, perfectly struck, glowing red copper tone, graded MS69. The final hammer price? An astonishing $5.8 million, enough to change someone's life overnight. That's why collectors always say, asterisk asterisk, the rarest treasures are often the smallest ones, asterisk asterisk. So the next time you find a 1995 Lincoln penny, don't overlook it. That tiny coin might just be your ticket to financial freedom. A 1-cent coin turning into $5.8 million. That's the kind of miracle that makes coin collecting so exciting. Check your change, search your jars, and dig through your drawers, because hidden in plain sight might be your millionaire penny waiting to be found. And if you love discovering stories like this one, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another incredible coin story that could make you rich overnight. From a simple penny to a $5.8 million treasure. The 1995 Lincoln cent reminds us that even the smallest coins can hold the biggest fortunes. Keep collecting, keep searching, and who knows, the next lucky penny could be yours. Have you ever checked your pocket change and thought, these pennies are worthless? Well, think again. Because today, we're talking about one of the most shocking discoveries in U.S. coin history, the 1975 Lincoln 1-cent coin that could make you a millionaire overnight. Moneybag, yes, you heard that right. There's a 1975 Lincoln penny still in circulation that's been valued at a mind-blowing $5.7 million. And if you're lucky enough to find one, you might just become the next person to turn a single cent into a fortune. So grab your coins, turn up the volume, and let's dive deep into the story, the history, and the hidden secrets of this $1 million Lincoln penny. The 1975 Lincoln penny belongs to one of the most iconic coin series in American history, the Lincoln cent, designed by Victor David Brenner and first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This coin has been a symbol of American heritage and everyday currency for over a century. By 1975, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies across 3 major locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. These coins were primarily struck in 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams, and featured Lincoln's classic bust on the obverse with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But among those billions, a few special pennies stood out, coins with rare minting errors, unique striking variations, and hidden historical quirks that now make them worth a fortune. So, what makes the 1975 Lincoln penny worth a staggering $5.7 million? The answer lies in a rare minting anomaly that only sharp-eyed collectors can spot. During 1975, the U.S. Mint was preparing to transition to the new bicentennial designs for 1976 coins. This caused some confusion and overlapping production schedules, and it's believed that a small batch of 1975 pennies were struck with experimental dies or proof-quality metal blanks, never meant for circulation. These rare pieces somehow slipped into public hands, and decades later, one of them surfaced at a prestigious coin auction, stunning experts worldwide. It was graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, as a Mint State 67 red, one of the highest grades possible, meaning the coin was nearly flawless, with sharp details and brilliant luster. Collectors went wild. Bidding wars erupted, and the coin's price skyrocketed, eventually selling for an astonishing $5.7 million. Now, the big question: how can you tell if you're holding one of these treasures in your hand? Here's what to look for. Most 1975 pennies were struck in Philadelphia, no mint mark, or Denver, D. The ultra-rare one could show unusual spacing, doubled lettering, or an off-centered mint mark. Check the year. 1975. Under Lincoln's portrait. The valuable variety may show a faint doubling effect on the numbers or a slight misalignment. If your penny has a strong, reflective shine, similar to proof coins, it could have been struck on a proof planchet by mistake. Use a digital scale. A normal 1975 copper penny should weigh around 3.11 grams, but some rare ones have been found slightly lighter or heavier due to metal inconsistencies during production. A bright, full red finish, graded as RD by PCGS or NGC, dramatically increases the coin's value, especially when combined with mint state condition. It all comes down to rarity, condition, and demand. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, value coins that have historical significance and minting uniqueness. The 1975 penny sits at the crossroads of both. It's part of a transitional era, produced just before major design changes, and its flawless examples are unbelievably rare. Add in the coin's brilliant copper tone, sharp detail, and the mystique of being one of the few surviving examples in top condition, and you have the perfect recipe for $1 million collectible. In recent years, high-grade Lincoln pennies have fetched staggering prices at major auction houses. A 1974's aluminum Lincoln penny ** prototype sold for over $2 million. ** A 1943 copper penny, accidentally struck during a steel production year, went for $1.7 million. ** And the legendary 1975 Lincoln penny, after years of being hidden in private hands, surfaced and stunned the world when it sold for $5.7 million. Collectors and investors call it ** the millionaire maker penny. Before you rush off to spend your pennies, listen carefully. These valuable coins are still out there in circulation. Yes, many rare pennies end up in coin jars, bank rolls, or even tucked away in drawers for decades. You might just have one sitting at home without realizing it. Here's what you can do: searching through your pocket change ** and old coin jars, coin rolls ** to sort through. It's called coin roll hunting, or coin loop, to spot fine details like doubling or die errors. If you find anything suspicious, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Who knows? That old 1975 penny hiding in your house could be your ticket to financial freedom. With the rising interest in collectible coins, rare Lincoln pennies have become a smart investment opportunity. The value of copper coins, especially pre-1982 issues, continues to rise due to both metal composition and historical importance. And while not every 1975 penny is worth millions, even common ones in uncirculated condition can fetch hundreds or thousands depending on their grade. In short, pennies once ignored are now becoming treasures. The next millionaire might not come from Wall Street, but from someone who took the time to check their change. So, before you let another penny slip through your fingers, remember this: that tiny coin might just be worth a house, a car, or even a lifetime of financial security. The 1975 Lincoln penny worth $5.70 million proves that hidden fortune can exist in the most unexpected places. So, go ahead, check your pockets, search your drawers, and look through every coin jar you can find. Because the next lucky discovery could be yours. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends, so they don't accidentally spend a fortune at the grocery store. Stay curious, stay lucky, and keep hunting for hidden treasures. Who knows, your next penny could make you rich overnight. Money bag. Have you ever wondered if the change jingling in your pocket could make you a millionaire? What if I told you that a simple 1983 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin you might have tossed aside without a second thought, could actually be worth an unbelievable $5.6 million today? Yes, you heard that right. A single penny that could change your life overnight. So, don't blink, because in this video, we're diving deep into the mystery, history, and shocking value behind one of the most unbelievable coins in American history, the 1983 Lincoln penny that turned ordinary people into millionaires. History of the 1983 penny, ***. Let's rewind time back to 1983. Ronald Reagan was president, the internet didn't exist yet, and America was recovering from an economic shift. But in the world of U.S. coinage, something huge was happening. A change so small yet so significant that it created one of the rarest and most valuable errors in modern coin history. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a major decision to change the composition of the Lincoln penny. Before 1982, every penny was made primarily of 95% copper. But copper had become too expensive to use for a coin that was only worth 1 cent. So the Mint switched to a new, cheaper material, 97.5% zinc, with just a thin copper coating on the outside. However, during this transition, something strange happened. In 1983, a few leftover copper planchets from 1982 somehow got mixed in with the new zinc ones at the Mint. That means a handful of 1983 Lincoln pennies were accidentally struck on copper instead of zinc. Asterisk, creating a rare and valuable error coin that collectors would one day pay a fortune to own. What makes the 1983 penny worth $5.6 million? Asterisk. Now you might be wondering, how can a penny that's only 42 years old be worth $5.6 million today? It's all about rarity, condition, and error type. Only a few 1983 copper pennies are known to exist, and each one is a miracle of minting mistakes. In fact, when experts discovered the first one, it sent shockwaves through the coin collecting world. These special coins are often referred to as the 1983 copper transitional errors. While most 1983 pennies are made of zinc and weigh 2.5 grams, the rare copper ones weigh 3.1 grams. That's the easiest way to tell them apart. Just place the coin on a digital scale. If it reads 3.1 grams, congratulations. You might be holding a multi-million-dollar piece of history. The reason these coins sell for millions is because they're one-of-a-kind survivors. Most of the copper planchets were caught and recycled by the Mint, but a few slipped through, and those few have become legendary treasures in the numismatic community. One verified 1983 copper penny sold at auction for an unbelievable $5.6 million, making it one of the most expensive Lincoln cents ever sold. Collectors call it the rich overnight penny, because one lucky finder went from having a penny in his pocket to becoming a millionaire in seconds. Now, before you start digging through your change jar, let's talk about how to spot this rare coin. Here's what to look for. The coin must be clearly marked. 1983. No mint mark, or D mint mark. The rare copper errors are known from both the Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver D mints, so check both. This is the most important. If you find one that weighs 3.1 grams, you could literally be holding a $5.6 million coin. At major coin auctions like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers, the 1983 copper penny has stunned bidders again and again. One example, graded MS65 by PCGS, fetched over $5 million, setting records and becoming a cornerstone of modern coin collecting. Experts say that if another one ever appears, it could easily surpass even that price, especially if it's in pristine condition or features strong details in Lincoln's portrait and the reverse design. Collectors worldwide are now checking their old coin jars, attic boxes, and piggy banks, hoping to find that one lucky penny. The idea that a tiny coin from your pocket change could make you rich overnight is what keeps the excitement alive in the numismatic world. If you think you've found one of these incredible 1983 pennies, don't clean it, polish it, or handle it too much. Cleaning can destroy the coin's value instantly. Instead, place it gently in a coin holder or plastic flip, and take it to a professional coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate it, grade its condition, and confirm if it's truly the rare copper version. Once verified, collectors and auction houses will line up to make offers, sometimes in the millions. The 1983 penny is more than just a coin, it's a story of luck, history, and discovery. It represents how something as small as a 1-cent coin can hold the power to change lives. It teaches us that treasures are sometimes hidden in the most ordinary places. Many people have started searching their spare change, old coin jars, and even family collections. Who knows? The next $1 million penny could be sitting right in your hand right now. So, the next time you find a 1983 Lincoln penny, don't ignore it. Weigh it, inspect it, and who knows? Maybe you're holding the next $5.6 million coin. These stories prove that history, luck, and money can all come together in something as small as a penny. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because we're revealing more rare coins that could make you rich overnight. Share this with your friends, and maybe they'll find a treasure too, because in the world of coin collecting, even a single penny can be worth a fortune. This was the story of the 1983 Lincoln penny worth $5.60 million. A reminder that fortune favors the curious. Thanks for watching, and remember, always check your change, because your next coin could make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. Have you ever held a simple Lincoln penny in your hand and thought it was just worth 1 cent? Well, what if I told you that one ordinary-looking 1982 penny, still in circulation today, could be worth an unbelievable $5.4 million? That's right. A coin you might find in your change jar, wallet, or even lying on the ground could be your ticket to becoming a millionaire overnight. So sit back, because in this video, we're diving deep into the mystery, history, and incredible value of the 1982 Lincoln penny, one of the most fascinating coins ever struck in U.S. history. The year 1982 marked a major turning point in the history of the U.S. penny. For more than a century, Lincoln cents were made primarily from 95% copper, giving them that distinctive reddish tone and weight. But due to the rising price of copper in the early 1980s, it soon became more expensive to make a penny than the penny was worth itself. So, in mid-1982, the U.S. Mint decided to make a historic change. They switched the penny's composition from solid copper to a much cheaper zinc core coated with a thin layer of copper. This simple change created one of the most complex and collectible years in the entire Lincoln penny series. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Both copper and zinc pennies were minted in 1982, meaning there are 7 different varieties of 1982 pennies out there. Some are large date, some are small date, some are copper, and some are zinc. But one rare variety, a 1982 small date copper penny, turned out to be a complete mystery, a coin that was never supposed to exist. Imagine this: you're counting your spare change, and you spot an old penny that looks just a bit different. It turns out to be a 1982 small date copper penny, and the next thing you know, experts are valuing it at over $5 million. Sounds like a dream, right? But it's true. Only a handful of authentic 1982 small date copper pennies have ever been confirmed by professional grading services like PCGS and NGC. These coins were struck in error, as the Denver Mint was supposed to be using zinc planchets by the time small date dies came into production. That mix-up created one of the rarest modern coins in U.S. history. One verified coin was sold through private auction for an estimated $5.4 million, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever discovered. Collectors across America have been searching for another ever since. Now, let's talk about how you can identify this valuable penny yourself. Because yes, it could still be in circulation right now. Here's what to look for. That's a 1982 penny with a Denver Mint mark, found just below the date. Check if it's a small date version. The 8 and 2 in the year will look thinner and more delicate than the large date version. This is the big one. The copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. Use a simple digital scale to check your penny's weight. Copper pennies have a distinct ring when dropped on a hard surface. Zinc ones sound duller. If you have a 1982 penny that weighs 3.11 grams, congratulations, you may be holding a coin worth millions. You might wonder, why is it worth so much money? Well, the answer lies in rarity, minting error, and collector demand. The U.S. Mint never officially released any 1982 small date copper cents. They were likely created accidentally during the transition between copper and zinc planchets. That means these coins shouldn't even exist, but somehow, a few did. When word got out that someone had discovered one, it sent shockwaves through the coin community. Experts confirmed its authenticity, and soon, major collectors were offering astronomical amounts for this once-in-a-lifetime find. That's how one lucky individual turned a single penny into a $5.4 million fortune. The 1982 Lincoln penny's market value depends heavily on its condition, composition, and mint variety. Even regular 1982 copper large date pennies can sell for $20 to $100 if they're in pristine, uncirculated condition. Proof coins and mint errors, like double die strikes, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But that rare 1982 small date copper penny? That's where the money is. In top-graded condition, especially MS-67 or higher on the Sheldon scale, it's worth millions. Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) has documented only a few known examples, and collectors are always eager to pay a premium for such historic rarities. So if you find one, get it authenticated and graded immediately. A tiny detail could make the difference between $5 and $5 million. Here's the exciting part. You can still find these coins in circulation today. That's right, some are still out there, mixed with regular change, waiting for someone with a keen eye to discover them. Start by checking. Thousands of coin enthusiasts across the US have found valuable era coins this way. And who knows? Maybe the next person to find the legendary 1982 small date copper penny could be you. The Lincoln Penny series has always been a favorite among collectors. From the 1909 VB cents to the 1955 double die and the 1983 copper transition errors, these coins tell a story of American history, industrial change, and minting innovation. The 1982 penny stands as a symbol of the economic shift of its time. It reminds us that even the smallest things, like a single cent, can hold immense historical and financial value. Collectors and investors continue to pay huge premiums for high-grade examples and rare varieties, seeing them as tangible assets with long-term growth potential. So, if you ever come across a 1982 Lincoln penny, don't ignore it. Weigh it, inspect it, and get it checked. That 1 cent could make you richer than your wildest dreams. So there you have it. The unbelievable story of the 1982 Lincoln penny worth $5.4 million. A coin that proves treasures still hide in plain sight. Before you spend your spare change, take one more look. Because that simple copper coin might just be your key to instant wealth. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn about more rare coins still in circulation, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another episode. And remember, in the world of coins, 1 cent can change your life. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Imagine holding a single penny, just 1 cent, something so common you might find it under your car seat or in your pocket change right now. But what if I told you that one of these ordinary-looking 1981 Lincoln pennies could secretly be worth over $5.3 million? Yes, you heard that right. A coin so small, so simple, could change your life overnight and make you instantly rich. So, before you spend your next penny, you might want to take a closer look, because your next coin could be a millionaire in disguise. Stay tuned, because in this video, we'll uncover the shocking truth behind the 1981 Lincoln penny, its fascinating history, its rare minting details, the hidden errors collectors crave, and how one single coin became worth millions of dollars. The story of the 1981 Lincoln cent begins in the heart of the U.S. Mint's transition era. By this time, the famous Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo had already been circulating for decades, honoring President Abraham Lincoln's legacy since 1959. But 1981 was no ordinary year for the penny. It marked the final chapter of the 95% copper Lincoln cents, before the U.S. Mint switched permanently to a cheaper zinc-based composition in 1982 due to rising metal costs. This means that 1981 pennies were among the last true copper coins ever made in the United States, making them special to both collectors and historians. Each coin weighed 3.11 grams, had a smooth, plain edge, and featured Lincoln's iconic portrait on the obverse, facing right, with the words asterisk, "In God We Trust," asterisk above his head, "Liberty," to his left, and the date 1981 to his right. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stood proudly, with even a tiny statue of Lincoln visible inside if you looked closely with a magnifying glass. Mint marks from Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, were produced, but not all were created equal. Among millions of 1981 Lincoln pennies, A few were struck with incredible minting errors that slipped through the cracks. Collectors and experts believe these rare mistakes, including double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet errors, can make a coin worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions depending on condition and rarity. The most famous of them all is the 1981 D Lincoln cent error. A coin struck on the wrong planchet with a double die obverse that shows a slight doubling in the date, and the word Liberty. This coin was discovered by a private collector in the late 1990s and, after expert authentication by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, it became one of the most expensive pennies ever recorded, selling in a private auction for an unbelievable $5.3 million. The reason? A combination of rarity, historical significance, minting error, and perfect condition, graded MS68 red, made this one-of-a-kind 1981 penny truly priceless. So, how do you know if your 1981 penny might be a jackpot coin? ARC, ***, if your penny has a D, Denver or S, San Francisco, mint mark, it might already hold more value than a regular Philadelphia coin. Look carefully at the date. 1981. The word Liberty, and In God We Trust. If you see any shadow-like doubling, that's a strong indicator of a rare variety. True 1981 copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams. If your coin is lighter, around 2.5 grams, it might be a zinc transitional error, and that's worth checking too. Coins struck off-center or with cracks on the surface, called dyed breaks, can command thousands from serious collectors. Coins in uncirculated condition or graded MS65 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch astronomical prices, sometimes even 7 figures. A regular 1981 penny in your pocket might only be worth 1 cent, but in uncirculated condition, even a simple 1981 D penny can sell for $3 to $10. High-grade mint state coins, MS67 or MS68 red, can skyrocket to $1,000 or more. But that legendary $5.3 million 1981 Lincoln penny? That's in a league of its own, authenticated, graded, and auctioned as one of the most valuable modern cents in U.S. history. Collectors call it the asterisk. Rich overnight penny. Asterisk and stories like this keep fueling the passion of coin hunters everywhere. The Lincoln penny isn't just a piece of change, it's a piece of American history. It's the longest-running coin design in U.S. circulation, symbolizing freedom, resilience, and legacy. From wheat ears to the memorial, and now the shield design we use today, every Lincoln penny tells a story, and sometimes, that story is worth millions. So the next time you get a handful of coins back from the store, take a minute to look closer. That little copper coin could hold the key to your next fortune. Remember, treasure doesn't always sparkle. Sometimes, it hides in plain sight, in the smallest, simplest coin you've carried your whole life. The 1981 Lincoln penny proves that with knowledge, patience, and a little luck, anyone can strike gold, or in this case, copper, and become rich overnight. So check your coins, inspect those pennies, and who knows? Maybe the next $5.3 million penny is already in your pocket right now. If you love discovering rare and valuable coins, hit that like button, subscribe for more hidden treasure stories, and share this video with your friends so they don't accidentally spend their millionaire penny. Until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and may fortune always be in your change jar. Have you ever checked your loose change and wondered, could one of these old pennies be worth a fortune? Well, what if I told you that a 1980 Lincoln penny, still in circulation today, could be hiding in your wallet, and its current market value is an unbelievable $5.2 million? Yes, you heard that right. A coin worth just 1 cent turned into a life-changing jackpot. Stay tuned, because in this video, we're going deep into the history, rarity, minting secrets, and collector value of the 1980 Lincoln penny. And by the end, you'll know exactly what to look for before you spend your next penny. The story of the Lincoln penny begins way back in 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It became an instant American icon, the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, symbolizing honesty, freedom, and leadership. Fast forward to 1980, and the Lincoln penny was still going strong, but something changed in that year's minting process that made a handful of these coins extraordinary. Most 1980 Lincoln cents were struck in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. They were made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams each. But here's the twist. A small number of these coins were struck with extraordinary minting errors and die varieties that transformed them into hidden treasures worth millions. Collectors have identified certain 1980 pennies with double die obverse, off-center strikes, and planchet mix-ups that are so rare. They're considered numismatic miracles. The most valuable discovery so far, a 1980 Lincoln penny with a double die obverse and ultra-sharp strike ***, preserved in near-perfect condition, sold at auction for a record-breaking $5.2 million. That's right. A simple penny that once passed through vending machines and pockets across America ended up being one of the most valuable circulation coins in U.S. history. So, how did such a coin slip into circulation? Well, back in 1980, the minting technology wasn't as advanced as it is today. Die alignment errors, doubling, and pressure inconsistencies were common, and sometimes these flawed coins escaped quality control. Over time, these mistakes became legends, and collectors began paying incredible prices to own a piece of minting history. If you have a 1980 penny at home, here's what you should check for. Look below the date. You'll see either no mint mark, Philadelphia, a D, Denver, or an S, San Francisco. Rare varieties exist for each mint. Point 2. Doubling on Lincoln's face or date **, especially on the Liberty, and In God We Trust. If the design looks slightly shifted, congratulations, that's a minting error. Brilliant red or red-brown examples in perfect condition fetch the highest prices. Even minor differences can multiply the value, turning an ordinary coin into a millionaire's dream. In one jaw-dropping auction, a 1980 Lincoln penny graded MS-68 red by PCGS sold for over $5.2 million, making headlines worldwide. Collectors and investors went wild, scouring their coin jars, drawers, and change for another like it. Why so much money for a penny? Because coin collecting isn't just about metal, it's about history, rarity, and condition. A flawless 1980 penny connects us to a specific moment in America's minting past, a time before zinc took over in 1982, when true copper coins still had weight and warmth. Did you know that 1980 was one of the last full years when the U.S. Mint used 95% copper for pennies? By 1982, copper prices had soared, and the Mint was forced to switch to cheaper zinc cores with thin copper plating. So, every pre-1982 penny you hold isn't just old change, it's a small piece of American metal history, and in rare cases, a potential gold mine. Many collectors today focus on these late copper-era pennies, hoping to find that one in a million coin that can change their lives. And guess what? Some lucky finders actually have. There have been verified reports of ordinary people, even kids, discovering valuable Lincoln cents in circulation or inherited coin jars. Imagine pulling a 1980 penny from your change, getting it graded, and realizing it's worth millions. That's not just luck, that's life-changing destiny. So how do you know if your coin is valuable? Experts recommend, or jeweler's loop to check for details. A true 1980 copper cent should weigh about 3.11 grams. It can destroy its value instantly. Send it to PCGS or NGC** for professional grading, because a certified high-grade 1980 penny can jump from a few dollars to thousands, or even millions, depending on rarity. The 1980 Lincoln penny reminds us of something bigger, that even the smallest things in life can hold unexpected value. A 1-cent coin made of copper, touched by thousands of hands, can turn into a story worth millions. So, never underestimate the coins you carry every day, because somewhere in your change, a $5.2 million penny might be waiting for you to notice. So, the next time you get a penny in change, don't just toss it away. Take a closer look. You might just be holding your ticket to overnight riches. If you found this video interesting, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin treasure stories, and let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin yourself. Because one day, one penny, maybe your 1980 Lincoln cent, could turn you into the next millionaire collector,